Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tube87, and I hope you're having a blessed day. Today I'm going to take a couple minutes to answer a question I was asked by a young lady, and it's in reference to going into the military. And what she wanted to know, what she wants to know is, would I recommend that to someone, or more effectively, what is my perspective on that? Now, obviously she knows I'm a retired 26-year Air Force veteran, so I'm going to answer that question from experience based on having that behind me and where I am now. So here's the first point. If you are trying to live your life spiritually and according to the word of the Heavenly Father, I would say no to the military. If you can recall back during the 70s and 60s and 70s, during the time at Vietnam and the draft and all that, there were lots of individuals who refused to go in the military as conscientious objectors. And basically that claim is that you don't believe in killing or fighting. It's against your belief or religion or what have you. So there were people that used that, and most notably Muhammad Ali was one of those individuals. So that can be one stance on it. Now, on the other side of that, if you are trying to live a regular or normal worldly life, as I'll put it, then we have people doing that every day. There are people in the military, probably the majority of people in the military claim to love the Lord and are believers of whatever they believe, and they perform in the military duties and they worship on Sunday or whatever day they choose, and have no problem with that. Now, here's my take on a lot of this in a nutshell. If you're trying to live your life as a believer, as a student of the Heavenly Father's Word, you study it, you want to live it, you want to walk it, you want to have that character, you will understand that there is a conflict in things such as the military and trying to live by the Word. Now, at 26 years, I retired because of that conflict. I started to understand, as I started to get into the Word, I started to understand that that was a conflict, and I had to go out on faith. I had to give that up. As well as I was progressing with just a few years left, I gave up all that to go out on faith and do what the Father's Word was saying was correct. So that's where I am with that. So if I, in hindsight, knowing what I know now in terms of having the spiritual foundation that I'm continually working on, I would not go into the military. That would be against my belief. So there are two directions you can take in this. If you want to live by the Word, it's a conflict. If you want to live a totally worldly life, there's no issue. And as far as that in between, there's no in between, but like I said, there are people in the military that believe they can do the military and do the Father's will at the same time, and that is not true if you study the Word. But there are tons of people in things such as the military and professional sports and all these things that in their ignorance they don't understand that. And fortunately for some of us, we live long enough to go through these conflictual situations in our life, and then we get that opportunity to say and see like, whoa, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm going to have to let this go and focus on the Father's Word and do what the Spirit moves me to do, because this is just and this is true. So part of what I see, unfortunately, is the more recent generations and the younger people now, they may not have 30, 40, or 50 years for that light bulb to come on and understand I need to get my spiritual life right. we have to teach these things to our children and stuff now. We have to start raising them now in the Word with this knowledge so they can avoid the pitfalls and distractions that we have. But we have been given opportunity to come from that. I fear that a lot of these younger folks now and these future generations aren't going to have the amount of time that a lot of us have had. So, in a nutshell, military recommendation, it depends on how you're trying to live your life. If you're trying to live it spiritually and according to the Heavenly Father's Word, I say no. If you aren't trying to live it purely by the Heavenly Father's Word, then you're going to be doing your will. And some of us get to come away from it and some of us don't. But with that being said, remember, the Heavenly Father didn't call on us to be successful. He calls on us to be faithful. Have a blessed day. This is Tube 87. I'm out.